G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in Mini Motorways. This one is set in Mumbai, so it looks like we're just rolling through the new levels for our weeklies. Alright, so you start with 3 motorways, always nice. Start with 4 bridges, why not? And the weekly choice is a mystery, but I suppose we're starting with the advantage that we've already got a lot of bridges and a lot of motorways. Even if we can't pick them ourselves. And I mean, when I did this one, I've done this level twice on... it's standard, and I've got 1800, and then I got 2500. So it's not this. It's definitely the hardest of the 3 new levels, I'd say. Now I'd really wager that this is going to be blue. The second house on here. So I could run this like that. Just because I don't think that, especially early on, the stations don't need their own like exclusive houses. Now, in this particular case, if we go on that same logic, we should do that. Although I think that we should turn them around. If anything, it's more like the primary way they can go is towards the house, and then they turn around to go back to the train station. Because it's just one guy every now and then that goes to the train station. There we go, there's our blue guy we were waiting for. Here's a question for you while we're in this really early stage. So one thing that I just keep a small eye on, or keep in mind, because I play a lot of different games through a year, I can easily forget games that I've played early in a year when it finally comes around to sort of the end of the year and Steam wanting its award nominations. So one award, which I feel like is one of the more significant awards for me in the style of games I play, is the Sit Back and Relax award. So for just the most casual game that you play. And I'm just curious, what if you were voting today for your Sit Back and Relax game for 2023, obviously needing to be a 2023 released game, what would you be voting for? I don't get the layout here. If I should have yellow skip. I suppose what we could do is, if I just pause for a second, if we cut that and that, we turn these 3 guys down, turn him that way, and turn these guys up, and then hop them across the top. The yellows don't need to urgently get to the train station. And this will put them slightly more direct route to the yellow without having so many guys coming out of this intersection here. It's more this intersection that'll get busier. Yes, so back to my thought. That's hopefully enough time for you to ponder that question. The 2 games that I would say are sitting on top of that pile for me would be, I reckon Pile Up is currently sitting in 2nd place. But I haven't really gone back and played Pile Up that much. And to me, that's the reason that it's sitting in 2nd place, is because I haven't felt that sort of desire to really go back and sink my teeth into it. The one game that I did play as a first look game that I was sent a key that I actually have gone back and played, and I really enjoy for just the tune out puzzleness of it is Hamster on Rails. So I don't know if that would have, like, if it came across when I was playing that, how much I actually did enjoy that game, but that is genuinely a really fun sit back and relax game. So I'd say it's still open at the moment, that either one of the two of those could possibly end up being, or something else, because obviously there's a few more months to go, and I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are, because again, whatever you're voting for in that category, it's generally games that I should be playing anyway. So if you're saying something that I haven't heard of, why haven't I heard of it? Give me the hookup. This yellow in the center here, with his one house, feels like he'll eventually reach a problem. I mean, everything about this layout doesn't seem like it's designed for long-term success. I don't know what we're going to do with you down there, Blue. I mean, normally I don't play anywhere near as much as, like, having guys share roads. I think that, so many motorways. I think that having the train stations sort of breaks my rhythm with that, because I like having the different train like, I don't think that a train station should have its own houses, unless it gets right near the end, where they'll drop like 5 or 6 guys on it once it gets really hectic. Now that setup that I've now got there, where I've got 2 guys looking after 2 cars looking after 2 destinations, is a recipe for disaster. So I'm going to put a roundabout, I think. Well, I think I've got to just change the layout that I've got here. I think that I need to get rid of that road now that we've got so many pink houses on this side. And I think I need to get, well, I absolutely need to get another blue house attached. And I need to get these 2 blue houses somehow attached as well. You can see that blue is struggling all over the place. So let's just take one of our motorways for now, so we've got so many just sitting there waiting. And we'll send them into that side of the train station. We've currently got 5 blue houses for 3 destinations. We've got 6 yellow houses looking after these 2. The 2 on the left, the train station and the double destination on the left. And then we've got 1 house looking after the 2 things on the right. So let's turn at least this guy around. Again, we're heavy stacking, having real good luck with those motorways. We're heavy stacking this one green guy on the left, while the green guy on the right only has the 1 house. Okay, now that yellow house there is in a pretty good spot for being able to go, getting an assignment in there. At the moment I am going with the logic that if I can connect stuff via road, I will. And we'll worry about run out of road tiles. And we'll worry about motorways once we start to really lose the plot. Okay, let's work this out. So I want to turn that yellow house around, and I'm going to break all of that. Because now that one yellow house is going to look after this guy. Still leaves us pretty undercovered for yellow on this right hand side. Oh, there we go. There's another house over there that makes that a little bit easier to swallow. Now with that move too, we can bring these two guys up to help out. Not a pretty layout I've got going on here. This blue guy here, he has to go around and through this. I feel like I should shift him onto this side here. We can just do that. Get that a little bit more inclusive. Let's move this guy that way as well, so that we've just got two guys helping out on that side. Now, pink needs more help in the central bit as well. I think that the easy thing that we can do is we can get rid of that bridge, and we can turn this guy in, and we'll just run a straight line. We'll draw a straight line across that way. Then we'll turn these guys to all face sort of down, and then draw a line that takes them through there. I want to get these three green guys all up into that network. I think that possibly what we want to do is turn those three guys around, then take these four guys, just run them into that road. The other thing that we can do here is we can actually drop those guys under, so they don't have to loop up and around. And shorten that the tiniest little bit. This is bad. Let's do this weird little bridge. Now that's just going to create more problems. Alright, so what we're going to have to do is connect this guy onto that setup, and then we're going to turn these two guys around again, because I think that the right-hand side needs way more attention. What are we on? 900. This already feels disastrous. I don't know why these new maps just give this feel of just... It's almost like that I've been forced into having to do these guys as communities. But I also then disagree that I've been forced to. I think that I can easily alter this. So for example, if we look at pink, and we said, these four guys for this one. Those 3 guys are for that one. And then we move that roundabout to here. And we say these 7 guys are for that one. Okay. Now do it again, but do it for yellow. So there are 2 guys here. So we're going to give that to yellow. These 3 guys are for green. These 4 guys are for that one on the left and the train station. Now, blue has 3 guys on this side of the train station flying in that we don't necessarily need going into that point. What we can do is we can get rid of that round motorway, get rid of this connection. But I've only got the... I thought I had 2 roundabouts. Right, I've got to wait for this roundabout to come back. So let's just give that a second. It's freaking out. That's alright. So yellow over there. I just feel like I've got less yellow than I actually need. Let's take a motorway and just try and speed those guys up on their entry. In fact, let's throw them over that side. We're going to try and speed them up to the other side of things. I need someone to get in here nice and urgently. See, all of these guys on the left aren't at home either. Let's do this. Let's take this one guy, disconnect that. Now the problem is that when you've got 2 different ones that are freaking out, like what we're seeing at the moment, but we've only got one set of houses looking after them, there's no guarantee that these cars are going to turn and take care of him. They're possibly just going to take care of the other guy. So we are going to sink in a terribly early way here. But who's left? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that. These guys are also having to take care of that, and they're not doing a great job. I mean, yellow is just struggling in general, really. We're going to turn these 3 guys around. We're going to run him up to here, and we're going to give him that one as well. No, I think I need to give these guys 3 still because they're also losing their minds. Alright, so you can see we're winning on that one now, but that's 1/3 of the battle here. We need all 3 of these to actually start being correct. Are guys coming in? Slowly? In this guy, I mean, I'd pull that guy out because he's got... let me think. I don't know if there's a way to just force win with this guy. Like, really what I'd have to do is drop... I think I've just got to take it on the chin. That was awful. Mumbai is definitely a hard map. Don't expect to see everyone else feeling the same as I do. I think I just had a terrible layout and never corrected it. Wow. Give me a look. Tell me what the top is. That is awful. It's normal people doing normal things and me just doing absolutely terribly with a terrible strategy. Got it. Alright, cool. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.